Hello and welcome back to another game on Arena 1v1 between an Arena Clown running in red as the Vikings and... no, he's not a clown, he is not really an enemy of Arena, I don't know what St4rk is. At St4rk, you know him playing in blue as the Aztecs. This game is from area2rex.com, just thought, okay, let's see if I can find another game or two. And this one was played on the 31st of December, so like an end of the year game. And now I'm really curious to see if running has a chance with Vikings against one of the strongest civilizations on Arena, which is the Aztecs here for St4rk. Let's start with him, look for the map, or look at the map and see what he's dealing with, and then I'm really curious to see how St4rk is going to approach this, because Aztecs usually are played aggressively, but maybe St4rk is just going 3 TCs and trying to win an imp. I'm expecting to see monks, to be honest, and trying to get the relics is almost a must with the Aztecs. Why would you skip on the relics? Doesn't make sense. Eagle Warrior is of course really good as well, but let's find out. We have the main gold and a main stone forward on the left hand side corner of St4rk's base, so not really too good for him. We have a second gold safe in the back, which is nice. Second stone on the right hand side is outside, and third gold on the left hand side. Gear inside as per usual, or these are Ibex, and I think St4rk lured one or two already. And berries far in the back, doesn't really matter. I like this mill because it allows St4rk to put a farm here or two between the mill and the edge. You could go one more tile to the right or more tile towards the berries, that's okay. But this one I think is rather well placed. Sorry for that. And then let's go over towards Running's map. We have a relic close to St4rk, another one close to his base in front of the gate, but almost in the middle of the map. And there's one more, but this is closer to Running already. Extra stone here. We have an extra gold on the left hand side closer to Running. We have a relic close to his base. Second stone on the left hand side outside. Main stone on the same side, really close to the walls. This is not looking too good for Running, especially if St4rk is going aggressive here and is putting pressure on. You might want to get a castle up. You might even want to go for berserks later on. I would love to see them. Not quite sure if it's the meta here, but I imagine berserks could be really strong in this matchup if you're getting a good number. But okay, we have another relic here. That's all the relics we can see. Third gold forward outside. The main gold forwardish, but not too far forward, actually quite close to the TC, so that should be alright for him. And the second gold safe in the back. So pretty much similar maps for both players. Maybe the stone a little bit annoying here for Running, but his main gold a little bit better. In the back pocket, a lot of nothing. Same here for St4rk on the other side. And both players are on the way up to feudal age. St4rk is a little bit faster. He went with 24 villagers, 25 plus 2 fast castle, and he went with a mining camp on the main gold. Not quite sure about this one. I think he might have been better to either go on the other side. You can fit a lot more villagers here, or to go closer and just take these two early on, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 villagers on those 4 tiles, and then make sure that these are gone very soon. But okay, it will be alright for him. St4rk is going with the barracks, and of course we do see Market Blacksmith coming up. He's on the way up to Castle Age now, 27 population, and Eagle Scout production starting. It makes sense to go for map control here. As for Running, he is opting for a stable build, so he knows monks might be on St4rk's agenda, and he's saying, I want to go for map control as well. I don't want to give my opponents all the relics, and I need some military presence. Crossbowmen might have been an option, but a scout play is standard against monks, so I think it's a good choice here, especially seeing that Vikings already got the wheelbarrow for free and handcart coming up as well in Castle Age for free, so you're getting a lot of food income. You can afford to go scouts or even light cav, and therefore I think the stable build is probably a good idea here. We have St4rk with 3 Eagle Scouts now. We have a few Scout Cavalry waiting, and light cav upgrade coming in immediately as well as Bosa. Is that the Eagle Warrior upgrade, or is it? No, it's just Eagle production, I think. Monastery is up, first monks on the way, and St4rk is going to try to grab as many relics as possible. We have the first fight here, a nice conversion of a light cav. The other 3 are running away, and I think Gavagai, aka Running, should go for a monastery and monks as well, grabbing the one close to his base, or he wanted to at least, but now that light cav that got converted is actually guarding exactly this relic. I like this idea from St4rk, could see how effective this is, and now we have 6 light cav. They should go to the left hand side and make sure that this relic can be taken. The monk is on the way, the light cav to protect, and I think Running should be able to grab this one now. St4rk trying to grab the monk, trying to catch it, but gate closing in time. On the front here we do see a little bit of a A small fight, and running is sacrificing a monk here. Stark also lost one, but he's brought the relic closer, and he's gonna be able to get 2 relics here. Another little fight here. The light cav are faster, therefore Eagle Scouts, of course, always have to run after those and trying to get some hits in. Now the Eagle Scouts are in, and this could be dangerous because there is no loom for those villagers. Running has to pull off the villagers from stone, and he should lose a villager 2 here. He lost 1 as far as I can see. More Eagle Scouts coming in. Was this gate open too? This is not looking too well for running. Then again, he was able to take down a lot of units from Stark, and running should be ahead in villagers. 5 villagers plus, 7 villager plus, and of course he's got 3 TCs up and running, and this one probably was just built because he invested a lot into light cav and so on, but he was able to grab 2 relics now. That's the second one coming in. Stark should be able to grab the other 3. That's effectively 4 relics for Aztecs against 2 from the Vikings. But I think running will be happy here because he's ahead, and he should be able to go to Imperial Age faster and then try to get, I guess, infantry units out. Not quite sure if you want to go for Arbalest here. It's an option, but I'm not quite sure if it's the best option. Stark could also open with Arbalest. He's going for Wheelbarrow now. He's got 3 TCs as far as I can see. 1 between the main gold and main stone, and 1 on the wood line in the back here with a few farms around it. So both players are well on the way with Mini Boom and going up to Imperial Age. For running, he is the first to go there. He is opting for barracks. So we're going to see standard infantry, most likely men-at-arms upgrade on the way. You don't see pikemen from the Vikings against Aztecs, of course. And there's still a few light cav on the field. Those monks, 30 HP, not even gone for Sanctity. And looks like Stark lost both of them. This can actually be quite good for running. He has 1 light cav remaining on the field to get himself some vision. And now Stark is going to try to find out what running is doing. He could see that barracks in the stable from the beginning, but he cannot see any other barracks that running made. Then again, he can expect to see standard infantry, and Stark is doing the crossbowman upgrade, so he's opening Arbalest here. I like this idea because that's something you don't expect from the Aztecs. We might see running going with Onager upgrade later on. He's moving out with the villagers to try and get a forward castle up somewhere, I imagine. Now there's the Eagle Scouts moving in. Running is not placing that castle. Maybe he wants to go further into the middle, but I think it's not a good idea to go that far forward because those longswordsmen are gonna die to crossbowmen or soon to be Arbalest quite fast here. And there's the first crossbowman on the way. Outpost, of course, getting attacked here, and we now running knows about Stark's intentions. Crossbowman done, Arbalest on the way, but the castle is up, and we're going to see archer ranges put down, and we're going to see elite skirmishes as a counter, most likely at least. First trebuchet on the way, and this could go either way really. Running a little bit of a score lead. He's got a population lead by a little bit, and he's got map control for now. First trebuchet to hit the monastery with the 3 relics. I like this idea. There's 1-1 coming out. I guess Stark is going to try and transport the relics somewhere to the back. Monastery already been built here, and second trebuchet probably on the way for running, or not. He's waiting for wood actually. He's going for the champion upgrade. Is he also doing... Is he going for crossbowman himself? Oh, that's interesting. I thought we would see elite skirmishes here. Of course, we might see elite skirmishes from Stark later on. Atlantis skirms are quite strong in my opinion. And Stark for now is massing Arbalest. He's not going to go for Eagle Warriors, obviously, because there's a count on the field. But we could see champions for Stark as well, and I think that would be a good transition. The Arbalest number for Stark is better, and the upgrades are better too, as far as I can see. Yeah, he's missing chemistry, that's pretty much it. Stark might not have a university. He has one. Did he go for ballistics already? Not quite sure. Castle coming up here, and of course those 2 trebuchets are attacking all the buildings within their range. Makes sense. Even houses are a target that can be valuable to take down, especially once you're at a critical population. What is this one? This is Atlatl coming up. Yes, so we're going to see Stark with elite skirmishes on the way. Those elite skirmishes are already on the field, and now we have Arbalest and champions against Arbalest and elite skirms. Not quite sure how this one is going to turn out. Stark might have more military units on the field here. No, running with 10 more even, so it was sort of an illusion for me. Champions moving in. Champions, of course, 1+4 are good against those elite skirmishes for now, but the Arbalists are taking them on really fast. And we have a second castle coming up for running on the front. He's going for that extra gold that I didn't even see before. 1 Eagle Scout on the left hand side to keep an eye on what running is doing on the left. But the 2 castles, the 2 trebuchets, and of course the big fight here happening. So we're going to keep an eye on this and see how Stark is going to react. We have the siege ram upgrade on the way for him. Does he have a few rams in side here. Yeah, battering rams, captain production starting. And these champions are actually saying, hey, there is a siege workshop, there is something in it, let's go for it. Is it Onagers? And st4rk is even starting to repair those siege workshops. One villager will not be enough, but Running cannot see this because he's not attacking the villagers here. Now we have a few lead skirmishers pushing away those arbalest, those champions, and the arbalest making sure that Running is not continuing to attack those siege workshops. Especially the left one is really important because it takes some time for st4rk to finish. And it looks like we have a trebuchet battle now. st4rk has these nice walls here, which make sure that the arbalest cannot just move forward. Few champions moving in, not too many of them, and there's 3 against 3 trebuchets now. If Running is able to take this castle down, I think he should be able to win this. The siege ram moving in from left hand side, but it's going down. st4rk has 4 counter traps, and this is really important because those 4 trebuchets, even if he loses the castle, can take down the trebuchets from Running and then go for the castles. And that's this 3rd forward castle that Running is building. Maybe not the best idea, I'm not quite sure. I think I would have preferred to see it more in the back here, but Running is not going for any berserks yet, so I guess he's not relying on the castles too much, and later on we could see siege rams. A little bit of a pause here, but not for us, thankfully. st4rk actually walled in that gold. I really like this idea. And now we do see the last trebuchet from Running going down. That's 5 traps now for st4rk, and st4rk will be able to attack the castle that was just built by Running. This was a mistake in my opinion. I think somewhere behind here where the siege workshop was started might have been a better placement, or just inside st4rk's space once he's losing those trebuchets. But st4rk is keeping his army numbers high, he's able to defend, he's taking down one of the castles, and Running needs more trebuchets or maybe some light cav even to try and take down those trebuchets. Another siege workshop being built here by 2 villagers. I like this idea. We have more siege rams on the way. No, Onagers actually coming up now, and st4rk has more military numbers at this point. 4 trebuchets there for Running, but st4rk already with the 5, and he is starting to attack that castle. Actually is taking it down already. That's 4 against 5 trebuchets, but the arbalest and elite skirmishers with their range are able to take down champions and can even attack those traps then. Onager, then a siege ram on the way. We have Running somewhat on the back foot here now. He lost 2 castles. He should make sure to not lose that last one here, and archery ranges to still produce arbalest. Looks like Running still has a decent amount of of gold income. Also taking the gold on the side, and that Eagle Scout can either not see it or is on standing ground. It's not attacking that gold mine. One siege ram moving forward, but the champion is able to take it down. And st4rk with the counter attack now. Arbalest, elite skirmishers, and siege rams. That's pretty much it. Okay, a few trebuchets obviously. It's a nice army composition. 8 attack on those elite skirmishers. That means 3 damage on a champion, and that's quite good here actually. Arbalest of course 10 attack, but those elite skirmishers also with 9 range. They are really strong in my opinion, and we've seen it against Slam against Doubt. Was that the fight Aztecs against Portuguese? That was an amazing one if I remember correctly. Now we have that last castle from Running, dying, falling to the trebuchets, arbalest and elite skirmishers, clearing that army, and Running is definitely on the back foot now, 79 against only 35 military units. I think the big mistake was that forward castle here that he lost immediately, and he was trying to take down that castle from st4rk. st4rk had the 4 or 5 trebuchets. Maybe Running just needed to go back a little bit, take his time, get more army out, maybe also get siege rams actually. It could be really helpful for him. Like this, st4rk is now happily counter-attacking. Trebuchets will be able to clear all these buildings, and I don't see Running with a big army yet. He's got 46, 51 military units. He's building another castle next to between those 2 goals, but st4rk has a really nice attack going now, and I think I can move a little bit faster to see if Running is actually able to defend this. Yeah, my laptop is not agreeing with the speed here. We have st4rk putting back a little bit. No, actually just a minor fight between elite skirmishers. The arbalest going a little bit to the back here, and siege rams clearing the buildings. I think the siege rams are a big difference in this game. Running, if he had siege rams, if he didn't go for that forward castle, but went for a few siege workshops, go for a siege ram, and then attack with the champions inside the siege rams, for example, or just siege rams and ranged units, he might have been fine. Like this, st4rk is on the way to win this game. So you can see from the score there's 3k5 difference in score. We have trebuchets and siege rams moving forward, and that's 8 siege rams at least. can see 7, 8, yeah. And 2 trebuchets still remaining. Elite skirmishers and arbalest following up. st4rk is skipping the infantry units completely, just going with ranged and siege units, and that's quite amazing to see, but st4rk is actually pulling this off. And Aztecs obviously have strengths other than the infantry units, and that's usually the go-to unit. Not even going for monks here, but what would you do with the monks? There's no onagers on the field, so you don't need the conversions. And there's champions and elite skirmishers moving forward. Champions against the siege rams, elite skirmishers of course against that big-ass army from st4rk, but I'd say st4rk is winning this one, and running is not going to be able to come back. Score difference almost 4k. Population difference not so big, but still military numbers 76 against 32, and it looks like running is not going for any light cav. That would be a good option, or maybe even better than champions, go for cavalier. With Cavalier you can clear so much of that army, maybe an Onager or 2 would be nice for siege rams, but Cavalier against this, and st4rk might need to transition into monks or pikemen, and that takes a while. In the meantime you can recover, can try to go for your siege units, for your ranged units. Like this, with only champions and elite skirmishers, st4rk has the better army composition. He's got the siege rams, its biggest asset, and we do see villagers being pulled off the gold, or maybe they went down. Yeah, castle coming up here on that stone, running also overchopped here, which is not really important at the moment because st4rk is going with the castle forward. He's got so much military presence in the middle. Running is trying to surround him, maybe cut off the supplies here, cut off the reinforcements, but it's not happening because he doesn't have enough military units. 34 against now 90. Onagers on the way, and running is realizing, okay, the castle is up. My army is not really good against this. You don't have the numbers. There's siege against me, siege rams knocking at my door. Actually, literally knocking at the door. Gate is going down. Monastery went down. And like this, st4rk is doing the comeback from a big attack from running. A really nice transition into imp in my opinion, but then he wasn't able to take the castle, was trying to get it, and was game deciding for me. The other like 10-15 minutes or what it was, like probably 10 minutes, that's just st4rk fighting back, showing how good the Aztecs army is. I hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next games. GG.